So now that the awards have been, the authors have been felicitated very well, it's time again for another talk show, and it's my honor to present a talk on mental health. I won't take much time. So how are you? Presentation. How are you feeling today? Can I have the response from the audience?
That's it.
Very nice. I know it has been a long event and you are not used to attending such long talk shows and events. So I will make it a little interesting for you. How are you feeling today is a basic question, but we don't ask this. Do we do this? Do we ask ourselves how are we feeling today? This is something because we haven't been taught. Since our childhood, we have been taught, nahi bhai, you should not express yourself. Don't express your emotions. Expressing your emotions makes you weak. But on the contrary, if you suppress your emotions, you may fall a prey to some mental health issue. So, since we are authors, we are creative thinkers, and we are people who think out of the box, it is high time we change the style of parenting and we start telling our children that expressing emotions is okay. But how do you do it? So I will be just talking about recognizing emotional triggers. Now what happens is, all of you are sitting here, but something is going on in your mind. If you are not aware about it, if you are not aware about your emotional quotient or EQ as they say, everybody has focused always on IQ. Develop your IQ, develop your IQ. That is what we have been told right from childhood. Nobody focuses on developing the EQ, which is very important. Now, when we know our emotional triggers, we can choose not to expose ourselves to the external world. Sometimes what happens is we get triggered by a social media post. Some random person has given a comment on your post and you get agitated and you start an online fight. So similarly, if you understand what disturbs you or what is the emotion that a particular situation is creating in your mind, you will be better in handling it. So, without wasting much time, I will just tell you few of the triggers. Anxiety, that is feeling of worry or uneasiness. Anger, that is pounding heartbeats or shallow breathing or outbursts of aggressive behavior. This is the trigger. Trauma, you start vomiting or shaking or feeling nervous or jittery. Other triggers can be past incident, grief, or sadness. In my book, The Mind Game, I have focused on anger management. I was very short-tempered as a child. But when I realized the importance of emotional intelligence or EQ, I slowly worked on this, that what actually causes anger in me. Try to understand the cause of that emotion. It will help you learn better about yourself, and it will help you deal with yourself and with your surroundings also. I can go on if anybody wants to talk to me about this topic. Definitely we'll connect later. But I will just give you a small tip that my grandmother shared with me. So when I used to be short-tempered, I was very destructive as a child. I used to throw away things or beat somebody. I was very violent. Now if people meet me, they don't believe the story. They are like, how can you be violent? I am like, yes, I have repaired myself. So my grandmother told me, whenever you get angry, start counting backwards from 100 to 1. By the time you reach 95, you will see that the cause of the anger has gone. You don't feel angry anymore because it was a trivial issue. So many times we react in anger. and we may hurt others' feelings. And once a relationship is like elastic. If you keep pulling if you keep straining it, it will break off. So it's better to analyze yourself, develop the EQ, see, and handle yourself in a mature way. With this, I would conclude, and I would just say that there are 4 tips: pause, reflect, respond. This is a golden principle that I follow at least. Pause, reflect, respond. Do not react, because reacting never solves any issue. Reflecting and responding is a better way to deal with relationships. Thank you so much.